What's up, guys? Welcome back to Afropop Entertainment News, bringing you the latest and hottest tea in the African entertainment scene. So, recently, Trevor Noah, who is a South African journalist and comedian, was having a podcast session with Kenyan actress Lupita Nyongo, who was in the popular series known as Black Panther. And during this session, he asked the question, who are the best Africans? And people were a bit confused, but they ended up agreeing that it's Kenyans. And the reason was that Kenyans are better people than the two options who are present, who are South Africans and Nigerians. What
Conversation.
do you
Okay.
guys think about this?
Who are the best Africans? South Africans, Nigerians, or Kenyans?
I mean, what kind of question is that? We're all subjective. We're all going to be, root
I
for our
told
own
you.
kind.
Somebody
did I
has
say?
to win.
No, but what did I tell you? Kenyans are nuanced.
I know.
That,
I-
Yes.
you
already you're
said
like
this.
we're subjective, and then if you ask a Nigerian, that's
Nigerian. The best and worst Africans, if it means anything.
The hubris of it all.
The best.
yeah. Kenyans are always like always. What do you think it is like? Because I find like South Africans. And like we know, South Africans have we're almost like the Americans of Africa.
Yeah.
Like South Africans have always been like, we're the best, and we got everything first, and then also we are in like we just ignore everything happening to our country.
Right.
Yeah.
So even when Kenya gets like advancements, or even when Nigeria, like when Rwanda started having dope internet, and South Africans are like, yeah, but it's still Rwanda. See, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like Kenyans are like quietly, like the cities develop and things grow. But I've never heard a Kenyan being like, yeah, you have to come to Kenya. Never. Like, what do you think that is?
Okay. I don't understand
No,
that.
but I mean in like a
because-
braggy way.
Oh, yeah. We don't have a lot of braggadocio. It's not in our culture, perhaps?
Nigerians, opposites.
No.
The opposite.
I love us.
Yeah.
What's there not to love? Apart from like the corruption and bribery and all, that
Yeah.
kind of arrogance.
Yeah.
But if I go somewhere and there's no Nigerians, I'm like, I have to go. There's no money to be made. Like, it's always, I'm like, I visit schools. I'm like, do you guys have any Nigerian kids? No Nigerian kids? No, this place is not good
Wow.
enough. Like, but that is just so baked into me. But I'm like a Nigerian from the diaspora.
Right.
So maybe I'm kind of overcompensating.
Moving on to Tyla, the Grammys recently moved Tyla's self-titled album from the R&B category to the pop category, which critics believe has really lowered her chances of winning a Grammy award because now she's competing against giants like Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. Some fans believe that Tyla is being punished by the Grammy Awards because she spoke out about the confusion between Amapiano and Afrobeats during the VMAs. Guys, what do you think about this? I don't think it's too far-fetched. Some of these people don't like being corrected. You could do it in the nicest way possible and they'd still take offense. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tyla is going to be sabotaged in the near future just because of what she said. Here's an attachment of the video where she basically said that there's so much confusion in the African industry.
Like, this is just so special, but also bittersweet because I know there's a tendency to group all African artists under Afrobeat. It's a thing, and even though Afrobeat has run things and has opened so many doors for us, African music is so diverse. It's more than just Afrobeat.
Well, Tyla has since responded. Of course, she's keeping it classy, keeping it demure. She said, I make it all. So she's basically sending the message that she's fine, she's cool, because in her head, she believes she makes R&B and she makes pop. Well, I guess we shall see how all of this will go. I wish her all the best, and I hope she's not being sabotaged because she's still early in her career, and I don't think she can actually survive being sabotaged by giants and reps like the Grammys. That's a huge sabotage for someone like Tyla. It might actually end her career, which will be quite unfortunate. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Tyla now has the opportunity or the chance to win? Anyway, speaking about Tyla, the mobsters and the tigers have been at it, y'all. They have been clashing on Twitter as usual. These two fan bases keep clashing, which is crazy because Tyla and Ayra are good friends. They have collaborated in different songs, and these are people who love each other. I don't think they want their fans to keep beefing, but the fans just can't keep getting enough of coming at each other. So this entire clash started when one fan in Nigeria was saying that they think Tyla is overrated and Ayra is much bigger than Tyla. And you know the way South Africans and Nigerians don't play with each other. So this person came and said Nigerian obsession with Tyla needs to be studied. You will never see them praising Ayra flop or Thames. They strictly tweet about big Tyla because she's huge brand. Sad, Ayra could reach Tyla's level if you all stopped your obsession with big T and focus on supporting flop star. Yo, the shade. This person didn't just throw shade, they threw the whole tree. You mean Tyla is big T and Ira is what? Flop star. So what do you guys think about this? I think it's interesting. It makes for good entertainment. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the mess. I'm here for the tea. In fact, if you can just now take it to the floor, if you could just see some wigs flying, actual fights, I'm here for it. Yeah, it makes for good entertainment. Anyway, so someone responded and said, by the way, you keep calling Ira flop, but she's chatting more than the mighty HIV girl. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Who's the flop, by the way? Mind you, one just dropped a deluxe and is chatting nowhere. So who the fuck streams the songs? No one can convince me at this point the streams are cooked. So basically, mobsters who are Ira's fans are suggesting that Tyla is cooking her streams, and they're saying that they cannot see her streams for her recent deluxe album, of which again I'm not promoting Tyler, but I love Push to Start. I think it's a banger. It should even be bigger than Water. But something I've realized about the industry is sometimes you think a song should be big, but it never ends up meeting its potential, which is kind of unfortunate. Anyway, so someone pulled up the records and was like, look at Ira Stars stats for YouTube and Spotify. Just look at how long the list is. I'm not going to get into it, but you can just check it out. And basically, they were trying to highlight all the countries in which Ira is a big star, and this makes me happy for our girl Ira. I love seeing African stars going big and doing it big. I mean, it's been a long time coming. These people produce good music. I would say they produce some of the best music on a global level right now. I think Afrobeats is nicer and sweeter than most of the genres we grew up listening to. And I'm happy that these people finally get the credit they deserve. So I was happy to see this list. I was happy to see how big Ira Star is doing. And I don't think that the fans need to put down one artist to, uplift the other. So Tyler's fans also released their own stats and were like, I wonder where did you get this? But Tyler's deluxe album is charting in so many countries. Again, I'm happy for Tyler. I'm happy that her deluxe is charting in many countries. I think she was doing well with the songs that she released, the 3 songs she released, and I think the girl deserves to chart. As for this beef, it makes for good entertainment. In fact, I will not mind if the fans just now took it to the floor, put it on the floor. Let us see you guys get active. Do you want to fight? Fight, and let me know where you'll be. I'll be there to record, okay? Yeah, so let me know what do you think about this? Are you a mobster? Are you a tiger? Anyway, moving on to Michael Blackson, who's an American comedian. He was saying that South Africa is white Africa. Yo, this is a very heavy statement, guys. What do you think about this? Do you think it's fair to say something like this? Some people were really offended. They say this is, the R word. Whew. Well, I don't know. I think I don't know. Many of the things he was saying were not accurate. In fact, you know what? I want to give my views on these. I'll just let you guys tell me what you think about this video.
Ghana is like the Dubai of Africa. People.
So what is Joburg? I thought Joburg. I thought South Africa.
That's white Africa. No disrespect to South Africans, please.
Back to Tyla, y'all. Is this girl using drugs? So these pictures were released, and she's looking high. She looks a bit high, and she actually responded to the picture. She responded to the picture on the Instagram comments, and I think that kind of lowered the suspicion that she's high, because she's not like trying to hide or anything. So I don't know. She looks a bit high to me. She looks to me like someone who has smoked some weed, and I wouldn't be surprised if she was smoking weed. I mean, most of us do that around this age, so she might be exploring. Anyway, her response was, you all doing me wrong with this. So I don't know what she's referring to. Is it the quality of the image, or is it the fact that she looks high? Y'all, do you think that Tyla looks high? And do you think that Tyla is now starting to mingle too much with the Western music industry? Do you think she could be doing drugs? These artists and drugs, they go together. Speaking of the Western music industry, Ruby Rose has made it to Nigeria, y'all. This girl landed and started twerking immediately. She was also spotted partying with Tiwa Savage, of which I've realized Tiwa Savage is always partying with the big girls, Whenever they come to Nigeria, she's always the one who's welcoming them. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? I think it's interesting to see people like Ruby Rose, who are actually half African or even full African, finally embracing being African, just because, right now it's no longer uncool to be African. Someone like Ruby Rose is Eritrean. She has known she's Eritrean all her life. She has ignored this side of her all her life until Afrobeat started doing well. Then now you see these people now slowly coming back to Africa and trying to, identify with that aspect of their identity. I don't know. I don't feel that at all. I feel like if you used to act like you're not African, you might as well keep it up. Just keep the same energy. Moving on, let's talk about Davido. Davido was representing Africa in the high fashion event. I don't remember its name, but bro looked so good. And I must say, I feel so good to see African fashion being represented on such a platform. I love it. This doesn't look like Western fashion. It doesn't look like Chinese, Japanese. It doesn't look like anything we've seen before. This is Africa. This is how West African fashion looks like. And for men, I love to see this. I love seeing African representation in its entirety, in its pure form, like no jeans, no shirts. I love to see this. Let me know what you guys think about that too in the comment section below. And for our final topic, we are going to talk about Fev. Y'all, it's been a long time coming. I've really been wanting to see Fev doing well, and finally people are acknowledging this woman and how talented she is. Someone said, unpopular opinion, Fev is literally the Kiss Daniel of Nigerian female artists. She has no single miss. So if you don't know Kiss Daniel, he's one of the biggest Nigerian Afrobeat artists, all because of his hits. He's always releasing hits, and he's a very diverse and I would say flexible artist. He adapts real quickly, and he has bangers. He has bangers. We will one day revisit Kiss Daniel, his career, and how he has contributed significantly to the rise of Afrobeats. And another fan was saying, Fev is the Davido of new school female Afrobeat artists. She trends effortlessly and is constantly being compared to others. So which is it? Is she Davido or is she Kiss Daniel? You know, I'm not one to compare artists to other artists because I feel like Afrobeats is relatively new to the global scene, and that means we are going to have a new Michael Jackson. We are going to have people are just now starting to create a blueprint. So I don't think it's fair to have a blueprint in place because by doing that we are going to limit someone who is going to be much bigger than all we've seen. I believe Afrobeats has not reached its peak, and we don't need to compare the new artists to anyone because we are yet to see the big artists. Trust me. And someone else was saying if Fev had 50% of the push the other girl gets from her boss, trust me, she'll be way ahead and bigger. She's that good. So I think the other girl in this case is Ayra Star, and I guess Ayra Ayra is not having a good week. People feel like Fev is much more talented than Ayra. Well, I don't know. I love both of them, but I feel like Fev's music is just better. I hate to say it, but I think Fev is making better music at the moment. But you never know. Ira might just pull up her socks. And someone else said that Fev is far gone. It's only a matter of time before she becomes the biggest female musician in Africa. She's setting a big standard for the female artists all across Africa. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'd love to see her grow bigger than we see right now because she deserves it and she's meant for it. And someone else brought up how they're happy that Olamide's wife introduced Fev to him. She truly stands out among her peers with her amazing talent. Her unique sound is unmatched and no one can copy it. She is definitely number one on my list. Guys, which of Fev's song is your favorite? I'm confused between My Baby Rhythm and Mr. Man. I love both songs. And I would love to know what you guys like in Fev's music list. Do you think that she has the potential and the capacity and the ability to become one of the biggest African female artists? Well, I'm here to see what she'll bring to the table. Bye.